Hey guys, the folks at Inovate Products reached out and asked us to install and review their DryerWallVent. So we took a couple of them and we installed them on a recent remodeling project we were working on. My first experience with Inovate was almost 10 years ago at the JLC Tradeshow in Rhode Island, where I first saw the Dryerbox. You see that in all the ads on JLC and Fine Home Building. The Dryerbox is designed, it's a recessed box actually. It goes between wall studs, designed to go behind a dryer. And it's designed to avoid that common problem of a crushed vent hose when you push the machine in, which improves airflow and eliminates a lint clog potential. First impressions on the DryerWallVent. It's a low profile exhaust hood designed to go at the end of the run of a dryer outside, and it accepts 4-inch duct. My first impression was how thick and robust it felt. It's heavy. When you compare it to like the thin aluminum or those cheesy plastic dryer vents that people use, you get at the lumberyard or big box stores, the plastic vent hoods are tough to connect to the duct. They fall apart, they melt and crack in the sun over time. The louvers on some of those fall out. And those aluminum hoods, they usually come with a small crimped connector, always falls off, too thin, dents too easily. The DryerWallVent has a 4-inch duct connection that is slightly smaller, so it allows you just to easily make that connection slip on. And that eliminates that common frustration that other vent hoods have. So that was well thought out. The vent is made in the USA. It has a powder coat finish and is applied to a galvalume steel. Now, galvalume steel is a coating used on top of steel. It's comprised of like aluminum, zinc, and silicone, and it's a corrosion and rust resistant coating. Outperforms a galvanized finish. It's a great solution to available options. For example, my lumberyard sells only a semi-rugged vent that has like a screen tack welded to the vent, unless you're going to buy like a custom copper vent. So these screens vents that I get, I have to fight them with wire cutters and pliers to basically pull the screen out of it and clean it all up. And I always cut my hands in the process, and I usually spend a half hour to do it. Now the DryerWallVent does not have a screen to clog with lint, and that's going to make, lint can make a dryer overheat or even cause a fire, and nobody cleans out those lint vents. It's a well thought out design, and some of the standout features are it has obviously a low profile design, as I mentioned earlier, but it has a gravity assisted damper. So it's angled. The damper is actually angled down. It's going to resist wind uplifts and pulling from the wind. And the damper has built-in magnets. And the magnets hold that damper tightly closed to prevent backdrafts and flapping in high winds, which is annoying on a lot of vents. 4 built-in holes for fasteners are completely covered by the damper from weather. And there's 2 different fastening options. There's a built-in secondary wall plate that comes apart that you can use as well. Now, installing this dryer vent, it's simply a matter of slipping the collar onto the duct, opening the damper, and installing just the quick 4 screws. And it was that easy. For installations on a larger opening through a wall, that secondary plate can come apart and it gives you a wider fastener footprint, which is nice. As far as price goes, the DryerWallVent sells online for $45, 4 standard colors and some custom colors, which is nice. I'm going to talk to my lumberyard and see if they'll at least carry the white version, because it's a really, really nice dryer vent. It's totally built to last, and I absolutely have no doubt that the vents that we installed will last as long as the cement board that is on that house. No doubt. So highly recommended, guys. Check it out. I'm going to advocate my lumberyard to pick a few up. If you enjoyed this review, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Love hearing from you guys. Subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that we put out, our content. I appreciate your support. Take care.